Hello, hello. Hello, my dears. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Wild Mooster, welcome. I am your girlfriend. I am a rock. This is a rather interesting experience for both the audience and myself. Let me introduce myself. I'm Vasilia. I'm ancient. I am a rock. Yes, I am a rock. Why are you so surprised seeing me? You know I missed you and I can't wait to see you. Or should I say you come to see me because I cannot move at all? This so-called girlfriend experience is a kind of experience or company, I must say. The company is endearing to most people, most human beings, and I'm here for you, for this girlfriend experience that you might not have ever experienced. Might very well be an unforgettable and life-changing one. Try to look online, on Twitch, on YouTube. You type in girlfriend experience, roleplay, ASMR. What do you find? You find a whole library of videos of sweet-sounding girls talking so sweetly to the audience, telling them how good that they are. Yes, we all look for some kind of company. Not only in real life. If we cannot find it in real life, we try to go online and find it online. There are plenty of this kind of experiences, audio, videos out there. It's just one click away. And if you look on Twitch, the experience, or the company I should say, is so sought after that people need subscription to pay to have an experience, to have a company. But is this kind of company really cost money? Really? Can we monetize something that is so intrinsic to the human being? To the human culture, the civilization? Is being a company with each other that costs something that is so monetary, something that we created. But the human bonding is not something we have ever created, isn't it? Well, as I'm a rock, I couldn't be like a human being kind of girlfriend. No, I can. The only way that we somehow are similar, the rock girlfriend and the human girlfriend, is that the flat one always goes gifted. Have you ever spotted a flat rock? No. It's only when a rock kind of trips you that you pay attention to a rock, isn't it? I know I'm a rock. I might not give you an orgasm, but I'm 100% organic. I'm here to inspire you, to stimulate you, not physically, but spiritually. I assure you I will calm you because I'm organic and I'm a wholesome girlfriend. But if you ask me if a rock will ever experience an orgasm, will it consider to be a landslide? Imagine a rock having an orgasm. What would that be? A volcanic eruption? Hello, hello Lee. Hello Flan. Hello Wild Mooster. Hello Spookette. Oh no. I am a granite. I grant thee love, the granite rock. Feel free, as this is a girlfriend experience. You can talk to me. I am a talking rock. This, as I mentioned before, is a very hardcore kind of girlfriend experience. Am I not hard enough? I rate 6 moles on the stone hardness level. If this is not hardcore enough for you, I don't know what it is. Really. Now, let us breathe in and breathe out. Pause a moment and take this moment. Take a deeper look at me and tell me, do I inspire you? Do I spark you joy? Do you agree that I am a girlfriend material rock? Or a rock material girlfriend? The organic piece of wholesome love, yes. This is the girlfriend experience I want to present. As I said, you go online, you look through all the girlfriend experiences on YouTube, on Twitch, Vimeo. You can never find a girlfriend who's a rock, who is as ancient as I do, who care for you as I do. I care you not on the physical level, but on the spiritual level, your mental state. Oh no, that's not blood on the rock. That's my engraving since the beginning of time. It was bestowed upon me by a dear friend. Her name is called Yuna. She's a demon cat. She too are as ancient as I do. Do you know that cats have always been around ever since the creation of the world? And it was under cats. I mean the cat species, the whole cat species. We are under the mercy of the cats that our planet didn't got knocked off from the solar system, and that we are here because of the cat's mercy to keep Earth in the solar system. And Earth gives life, gives life to all, to everything. Yes, the cats, they are divine. You haven't answered me yet. Do you think I'm a good girlfriend material rock? And as I said, I'm a very hard rock. Very, very hard. Thank you, Louis. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Spookette. Now, with my hardness, you know very well that we can rock this stone hard. Yes. Rock girlfriend superiority, yes. This journey you're embarking with me, or should I say a bonding experience, is an experience that you couldn't find in any kind of games. You might be wondering, oh, where does this rock come from? Well, the very reason that I tagged this under just chatting Well, initially I wanted to tag it as ASMR, but I just don't want to seem like a clickbait. Is this a clickbait? When you click into me saying that this is my girlfriend experience, have you ever thought that your girlfriend is a rock? Have you? Sure, Sarona, sure, you can rock your head on the rock pillow. I am so smooth. I ran through all the time, all the erosion, all the weathering. I endured time. I witnessed time. And there I am. So smooth. So smooth that it resembles my elbow, or my knee, or my heel. So smooth. Sometimes I wonder, which is smoother, a rock, my elbow, or my neighbor's head? Now you see this game, if you're interested in it. This game is called the Rock Simulator, the Rock Life. The rock, every rock has a life, you know? Really. And this rock life game is no ordinary game. In this game, unlike any other game I've ever played, there's no challenge, there's no guides, there's no losing, there's no toxicity. And of course, as for me, Facilia, there's no noobing, there's no getting lost, there's no trying to figuring out how to key in a very, very simple task. No. We are just here together to experience life. We're not playing anything at all. We're just here simply existing. And by simply existing through the means of a rock, to experience how profound and how beautiful life can be. Yes, when my neighbor, every day when he washed his hair, or hairless head, should I say it? When he touched a very, very smooth surface and how round his head is, he realized that life is beautiful, even you're hairless. Hair has their own biological cycle. They are here when you're born. They're gone when you die. But sometimes biological cycles don't resonate with each other. No, they don't. Each and every element has their own cycle. And their cycles, they kind of interrelated to each other. Just like human beings, I should say, human beings between human beings, and a rock with human beings. We all have feelings. Yes, even a rock can have feelings, a rock to have emotions. But you see, as a girlfriend, as a rock girlfriend, compared to other human real-life girlfriends, I am the most submissive type of girlfriend you can ever meet out there. Simply because I can't move. But that doesn't limit the capability of having, what human call it? Passion. We do have passion. We have the capability and capacity to love. That's why I am here I'm here for you. Always for you. And you know, with passion and love, that degree of energy resembles how the Mother Earth, the bedrock, forms us. The pressure of heat and how long the earth takes to make this mineral substance now we call a rock standing right in front of you. With all this, we come into being. Yet, we're not even a rock yet. Thank you, Lee. Thank you so much. I don't know how long this can go. I mean, when I look online, when I look elsewhere, the girlfriend experience is a rather short one. But Cecilia the Rock, she always streamed for 2 hours. Can this rock last 2 hours? Who knows? What it comes, it shall go. We are not planning on anything, just like the rock. We simply exist. When time has come, it will end. It will. But an end is not an end to itself. An end could be another beginning. Oh wow, Mooster, you need another rock puns. Okay. So you see, I can't move, right? Not at all. The only way I can move is passively. If I was being pushed or being kicked from the sidewalk, from that kid coming back home from school, from that annoyed salaryman, enjoy a long hard day, and then he saw a pebble on the sidewalk. He just kicks and releases his little tension, his stress. That way, we move. We release all the tensions from the human world. That's what a rock do. We are wholesome. Really. We are there for you. And when you kick a rock down the street, the result is a movement of rock. What do you call that movement of rock? That is a rock and roll. Yes, we rock and roll. And for that reason, as a rock, the only kind of media or magazine a rock would be interested to read, to subscribe, is the Rolling Stone. A rock massage. Oh, the heated rocks. You know we come from heat, and when you heat up a rock and put it onto your body, we can give you a nice touch, a very, very nice one. You know, a rock takes heat, pressure, and time to form. That form the bedrock. And bedrock is what makes our planet a ground for everything comes to being, everything comes to life. Without the bedrock, without the solid substance in earth, no life will come to be. We are part of the cycle, and the rock is the very root of it. Trillions and billions years ago, when this planet where we both existed were formed, there were stars around this still very, very young planet. In fact, we are still a very, very young planet compared to most planets out there in the solar system, in the Milky Way. The planets around our planet, as we may call them the stars, when we gaze upon the night sky. Oh, I love the stargazing, especially in a moonless night. And of course with you, my love, Those stars, for some unanticipated reasons, decide to form bonds with our planet. It was an engagement of mutual existence in the same, or should I say relative, time and space. Perhaps it was destiny. Our planet and the stars sharing a bonding of energies. The bonding of energies. Doesn't that sound like you human being? When human beings engage in different kinds of activity, somewhat sexual. I heard that there was a show called Bonding, isn't it? Yes, that kind of bonding, in a way, is also a bonding of energy, an exchange of energies. When the bonding arises, that is the force of gravity. Gravity, oh, gravity. The primal form is what we call love. It is a celebration of mutual existence and appreciation. We gravitate to each other because we appreciate the existence of each other. And how destiny brought us together. No? It is a miracle, isn't it? That we somehow are in the same space at the same time. The incident itself is a great thing to admire of. We are in the same time and same space. We coexist. But that doesn't guarantee that we have awareness of each other. Have you ever given some thought to it? When you enter into a room full of people, do you pay attention to every one of them? And if you are someone sitting in a room full of people, another person, they open the door, they walk into the room, or maybe in a hall, like a lecture hall. You know, when you're in a lecture hall full of people waiting for the professor to show up, and some guy just push open the door and enter it, walk down to the aisle and sat beside you. Do you have any awareness that that person who sits beside you, who is that person? Is that a guy, a girl, or someone in transition? No, right? No. It was in a very rare occasion that when somebody sat beside you, a random person, in a room full of people, that you turn slightly to the person and look at the person, maybe only for a split second. But most of the time, I assure you, you don't. You're down, looking at your phone, minding your own business, scrolling through all the Twitter, the Discord messages, the emails, the WhatsApps, the Snapchats, the TikToks, the Instagrams. Who is that person sitting beside you? You never really pay attention to those. Until, bam, the professor walks in. And you look up, oh, lecture begins. That person who sat beside you, have you ever give a moment of contemplation? Why would that person sit beside you? He could have sit anywhere else but right beside you. Why? That's fate. That's destiny. Thank you, Sorona. I hope I am being a very, very good rock girlfriend. Thank you so much. Yes, Sorona, now you're paying attention to me. Why? Okay, Now look at me. I'm a rock. You're paying attention to me. Why am I slightly more noticeable than the regular rock? Why? Just because I have blood-stained words writing as Facilia on me? Is that the only reason that makes you notice me? Because that red letters act as if it is like a pinpointer, a ping. Is it? I'm very happy that I changed the concept of rock to you, Dui. Well, ask yourself, when was the last time you were seriously looking at a rock? When was it? You wake up, you take your morning tea or coffee, you go to school or work, you come back from a very long, tiring day through the same route each and every day. The same bus, the same train. And every step you take, have you noticed there are always some kind of pebbles or rock like me? Have you ever noticed me? Every day, I just slip past of your vision. I am always in your head. Always. There's always a rock in your head. Until the time that your head will be so bald, your head is like as smooth as me. A crystal rock. Ah, how beautiful are crystal rocks. Do you know for the crystal rocks, it also takes times and sediment to give it shape. But with time, in time, and erosion, a crystal will lose its sharp edges. Eventually, it has to be. That's the sign of time. And erosion, only through erosion, we see eternity. Remember, the decaying process itself is eternity. Now, back to that rock, me. A rock that slips past of your vision every single day. We exist in the same time and space, but what makes you take note of me? It's quite special, right? One day, out of ordinary, an occasion, you realize, oh, this is my girlfriend. She is a rock. And when you notice me, this rock girlfriend of yours, you finally notice me, that I'm here. I was always looking at you. You see yourself through me, and I see myself through you. You finished the balding process. Well, you still have the decaying process yet to come. Human beings, rocks, things that are alive, things that are dead, things that breathe, things that doesn't breathe. We are all the same. No matter if you're organic or inorganic, we both go through the same decaying process. You as a human being, you age. You slowly lost your stamina. You watch your life fade away in front of you. And I, as a rock. When I was young, I have so many sharp edges. I was strong. I was fearless. People feared me because I make a very, very good weapon. I was so sharp that people dared to touch me. But as time goes by, as I witness dawn and dusk, dusk and dawn, I slowly lost my sharp edges. It smoothed out. Some parts of my body are so smooth to a point that I reflect the sky. Can you imagine it? You look at the sky, you witness how profound, how beautiful the skies is. The clouds, the sun, the weather, the rainbows. And on me, some of my sharp edges have been rendered into a very, very smooth surface that reflects the sky, as if I myself is the sky. Earlier on, we were talking about love. Is love gravity? Is gravity love? We were talking about you have walked past me many, many times. But what makes you one day suddenly turn to me and realize there I was? What was that? Is that gravity? If gravity is what pulled us together in the same time and space, then what was it that makes us comprehend the existence of each other? As if there's some hidden force beyond the gravity, something much, much more overwhelming and ancient. There's force between the earth and animals, the earth and sky. When you look at the universe, you realize everything is interdependent. Without darkness, you cannot perceive light. There's only be height high when there's low. When there's front, you realize there's back. Up to this point, if you think for a moment, just a little bit moment, for us, it was because without you, there's no one to perceive me. Without me, who is there to perceive you? As a lover or a dear friend? How wonderful this is. How beautiful. Life. Just to sit here and do nothing. A game like this. Such a praiseworthy game. So much depth go into this game. I don't know what the developer was thinking. It is an outlet of creativity. There's only Rock Vasilia, yes. It's only me, your girlfriend, the Rock. Vasilia the Rock. So now you paid attention to my existence. It all comes so naturally. Isn't it? You just choose to look at me. That rock on the sidewalk. You notice me. Without realizing you already have your focus in me. This subtle link of interdependency is caused by that hidden force of universe. We call this the conscious contact. Just like when we're in that lecture hall. People come and go. You can walk through into a room full of people, no one would notice you. Or you're that person who sit in the corner, head down with your phone, and then another person sat down right beside you. That is simply a shadow of a person. You don't pay attention at all. Anyone. Only at your phone. But the very moment that you make a conscious contact, that is, you turn around and look at that person, that is a conscious contact. It is what sets everything in momentum. The depths. I wonder if the depths would imagine one day their rock has become somebody's girlfriend. It would be very interesting. I mean, if the developer can make a more girlfriend-worthy material rock, it would be nice. I'm not complaining though. I really like myself. Look at me, I'm so round and reflective, so plump. Voluptuous, should I say? Only that I'm a little bit hard. After all, I'm still your girlfriend, right? You should be proud of me. Who get to date a rock? No one but you. That's why I see you as a very precious person to me. Every day, I see you going to school, to work, and coming back home, running chores and errands. There are so many things that you have to do, like so many chores. There's so many you have to carry on your back. Far too many expectations to meet. You're so busy with your life because you don't want to be seen lazy to everyone around you. You try your best to meet expectations from someone else, someone but you. But let me tell you, you're not lazy. Not at all. Look at me. I can't move. I don't move. Am I lazy? What's the difference between a rock girlfriend and a rock friend? What is the difference? Some might say, oh, a girlfriend is someone that you have some kind of a intimate physical contact with. But is physical intimacy all that we seek of? No. We rebirth, we reincarnated into so many lives. Is that the very same kind of physical stimulation that we look for? No, we don't. The human soul and the reincarnation is a very interesting topic. Why do I say that? Well, imagine the world, this dimension, is a room with 1,000 rooms. It's a very big room, 1,000 rooms. If you choose to be in one of the rooms, it's just very, very easy. You just need to raise your hand up, say, I'm in for it. And then you will go into a lady's body as a spirit of a baby, and then you are born. You are born into that very room, that one room out of 1,000 rooms. For all your life, you will be in that room, experiencing what that room has to offer to you. But is that enough for you? No, never. There are still 999 rooms outside. With curiosity, like all the souls, your soul, you, your spirit, you will never settle with just one room. After you're done with this room, you will leave the hall, and then in front of you, 1,000 room again. You would choose to go into another one, isn't it? To experience another life. And if life only offers the same kind of physical stimulation presented in every single room, what is the point? What interests you to go into the other 999 rooms? No. It was because in the other 999 rooms, each of them have their own kind of very special spiritual experience that your soul is seeking, is longing for, that you decided to go into each of those rooms. Every time you go into a new room, you take on a whole new view of your life. And after you're done with those rooms, you realize you are fulfilled, spiritually fulfilled. And then you will leave that hall and you proceed. You proceed into another dimension. In another dimension, you realize the eternity. The eternity is always in you. You are part of that eternity. It's just like the engraving on the stone, the red engravings, the blood, the wine, the blood wine. What comes first? What comes later? We never know. If you are someone who is very spiritual, I am sure you would heard of the story of a guy named Jesus. You know what he's famous of? This guy called Jesus? He is famous for his blood. In the human world, every Sunday, his worshippers will celebrate him dying on a cross. And then they drink his blood, like the Last Supper, symbolizing him to be with them, the worshipper. So the worshipper drink Jesus' blood. Jesus is a man of blood. He offers his blood. But you know what other thing that is so interesting as well? Do you know what is his first miracle? The first miracle he performed? Well, according to the Bible, the first miracle he performed is him turning water into wine. So which comes first? Wine or blood? Blood or wine? We never know. Or maybe initially, wine and blood are the same thing. You take a look at the grape. What is it in the grape? It was juice. Yes, it was juice. There's nothing too special about it. But what is wine? Wine goes through fermentation, aging in the barrel, prolonged aging for years, months. It was that essence of the grape, through the process of time, turned into wine. Isn't that just like us? No, I mean you, human beings. It takes 10 months in the mother's body to make who you are. And when you're being made in your mother's womb, did you do anything to make yourself come to be? No, you did nothing. You simply exist. So, back to the question. Am I lazy for doing nothing? Are you lazy for doing nothing? No. The great miracle happens when you decide that you're doing nothing. You come to be. You realize who you can be, what you become. This is the great miracle. A miracle told to you by your girlfriend who is a rock. How profound it is. I am so happy that I can share this with you. This has always been in my rock mind for such a long time. I don't know who to speak to. No one noticed me. I was just this rock simply exist on the sidewalk. No one pays any attention to me. No, not at all. Until I met you. I witnessed you working so hard every day, pushing yourself to do all the work that needs to be done, dealing with people like the customers, the managers. You're actively putting so much effort in all aspects of your life, trying to stay afloat of everything. But because you're so busy all the time, you never realized there I am. And I long to tell you that it's okay not to be caught up in everything. You can just relax and let the hidden force of universe to do its great miracle. You see me. Am I not beautiful? Tell me, am I beautiful or not? I'm beautiful because I exist. And so do you. You're beautiful. You're strong. You're good. Just because here you are. You're in this one room, experiencing what this room offers to you to its fullest. And after this room, you go to the other 999 rooms to experience the same thing. And I will also be in those other 999 rooms, waiting for you, waiting for that moment when you realize the existence of me, when you decide to pay this conscious contact with me. The evening, you walk down the street, the same route you take every day, and suddenly you stop. You look down. There I am. I'm always here. Yes, strong as a rock. So, there we are. There's no stressing to keep everything on top of everything. Is making you tired? Okay, why not we will change of pace. How do you like this now? Let us go to the rock garden. You see, there's like a whole lot of other rocks. With me. There's so many rocks, and you decided to only look at me. If you click back to the Twitch lobby, there's so many other rooms. Or I should say rocks. They each have their own interesting content. Stimulating, exciting, fun, engaging. But what makes you click into this room of a rock that speak of nothing but the truth from eternity? Right? There's only be one, yes, there's only be one rock. The Facilia rock. Remember this rock. Remember this contact. For both of us, this is a very special occasion. I think this will be the only one chance that you experience a girlfriend roleplay like this. Really. When I was preparing for this performance, I would say, I searched through online everywhere, look for ideas, and check if anyone did something so similar. No one ever did it. I was so consumed by the idea that having a rock girlfriend is a good idea. I was so excited about it. I was so excited, and then I started to tell my other friends who is also a rock. And my rock friend was telling me, Vasilia, do you know why there's no rock girlfriends around? You know why? Because being a rock girlfriend will get you bonked. All the human beings out there, they look for girlfriends for that kind of physical stimulation. The ASMR, the whispers, the rufflings, the tappings. They look for that kind of stimulation. But if you tell them you are a rock girlfriend and all you do is to sit here in a room full of other rocks and try to tell them the story of a rock, to give them this very, very hardcore kind of experience. Yes, very hard. ASMR and all the kind of role plays, they emphasis on the touching and the sensations. Well, I'll tell you, I'm very hard. You can try to rub me on your body, but go ahead. But in the end, you will realize what comes through this rock is the link to the hidden universe, the interdependence between each and element, and the divine wisdom the rock trying to speak of in every reincarnation. This, my friend, is the rock experience. You come to my room as if you're opening a door. This door that I make specifically for you. It opens for you. Yes, you. You have long waited, isn't it? How long have you waited? Since I post my schedule on Twitter. 5 days? Less than a week. And you walk into this room. You open the door. You click into this room. What do you see? A rock. I'm so pleased that you're here with me. Very, very pleased. And if you're here and you don't know who this Vasilia Rock is, I would be very happy that you click that follow or subscribe button. I mean, all the channels do that. Why? Why wouldn't I? And why wouldn't you? Who wouldn't want to be around with a rock that can chat and spend some warm yet enlightening experience, right? Now, if you look at me, there's part of me that is fractured. That's the sign of time. You don't need to be worried. But you can touch me. When you touch me, can you feel it? The passing of time. We attest to time. And as I said, the decaying process is eternity itself. Are you sleepy now? My dear boyfriend, girlfriend, my partner, my love? If you are, well, of course, there are other rooms with other rocks that you can go to, but I know that you won't do that to me. You're here for me, your lovable rock. You're hello oak now? Okay. Let's do something more exciting, okay? We'll do something more exciting. So, from this rock garden, we'll spend some time for some adventures. Here we go. Maybe some movement will wake you up. The waters. It feels so nice to be stuck in the waters in this hot summer day. Beautiful, isn't it? The movement of nature. You know, now when I'm half immersed into the water and it's so sunny outside, my top is really warm, but then my feet, my bottom, it's cold. The water is cold. Look at the water. What does that remind you of? Yes, I'm your exciting. You're exciting soaking with me? I'm glad. I'm very happy that you enjoy soaking with me. We dip our toes into the waters. And you splash water at me. I really want to splash water at you, you know? But I couldn't move. Why not you pick me up and throw me across the water? Hello Solen. Would you want to dip into the waters with me? The stream is a bit cold and the sun is a bit too hot today. It will be a nice day to go into the waters, to swim. But since I don't swim, I can't move. You have to carry me around. You really have to carry me around or like throw me across the water. I wonder how far I could go as a rock. Or maybe if I'm fractured into small pebbles, I could go a lot further. All the rocks, when we first start out, we are a huge mountain. A big mountain. Every one of us, we start out as a huge mountain. Well, when we're big as a mountain, that's a giant rock, we do wear clothes. We have clothes. The clothes are the soil, the trees, the grass that grow on us. Those were our clothes. But as time passed by, the mountains, the big huge mountains, we will slowly erode into a smaller version of ourselves. You human beings, you're always like young girls. Huh? Isn't it? You like young girls. You like all the young... You even like young rocks. Look at all the hikers. You know people who hiked? The very famous hikers? If you ask them, oh, which is that one mountain you ever want to hike to break the world records? All they would say is Mount Everest. A very young mountain. That's why it's so high up, so big, so tall, so rocky. And the hikers, would they ever rest? Would they ever rest? Just to go to the Mount Everest? No, right? Oh, my motto. Initially, I was not gonna show my face. Initially, this is all you would see. Yes. This was what I had in mind. Your girlfriend is a rock. A rock without the bad wings. But I decided that it would be a little bit more fun if I decide to show a little bit of myself. This is the spirit inside this rock. You are looking at the rock now. You are not looking at Facilia. You are looking at a rock with Facilia written on it. The rock is your girlfriend. Not this cute little vampire model down at the bottom of the screen. Good one, Soren. You see, I am a rock. I have passion, but I cannot really show my emotion, even if I want to giggle like you humans do. I cannot do that. That would ruin the whole immersion feel to it, the whole atmosphere, that enlightening moment, the sense. Can you feel it? Can you feel how profound and how enlightening this is? If I dare to giggle, I would ruin everything. I would ruin it for you. And I don't want to ruin it for you. So I keep it like this. I'll be quiet. I'll hide in the corner. I let you look at Facilia the rock. This rock. Your rock. How beautiful. I couldn't believe we have already spent an hour dating. Rock and human. Human and rock. And what did we do? We spoke for a moment. We talked about, oh yes, Mount Everest. Would you human ever rest? Just to hike up that Mount Everest? Never, because the mountain is young. You like young girls, young rocks. But as time passed by, we rode into a smaller mountain, and then a hill, and then some of the cliff broke off down to the ocean, down to the stream. We slowly get eroded, and with that huge size, we rendered into a very, very tiny rock right in front of you. A rock that has shared all the knowledge from witnessing the passing of time. All the rock ever wants you to do is to be like a rock. Can you, for me, be a rock? And then we can rock together. That will be very, very romantic. We will rock under a night sky full of stars. Just two rocks. You and I. We attest to time. We will experience what nature has to offer. What this space, this earth, this planet has to offer. I'm so bold. I'm always bold. I'm the boldest girlfriend you could ever come to. Really? Look at me. I am really, really bold. Well, I do have other forms, but I prefer this bold form. Other forms, if you ask me? Yes, I do have other forms. Would you like to see? I think you would pretty much like to see. Here. I was much younger when I looked like this. I still have all my sharp edges. But I like it this way. It's black. Jet black. It resembles some kind of like a meteor from space. And we fractured up into this shape. Or the other shape. Now I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you now. I have eyes. I'm staring at you. Can you see me? I cannot blink. I mean, I'm a rock. I cannot move. That's why I can't blink. I don't have animation to me, but I do have eyes. I was always looking at you, as I told you, but you never noticed me. What else? You ask? Here. This is when I'm a little bit sad, and I want to be camouflaged with other rocks. I hide in the corner, cover myself with moss or any kind of living beings like insects. This is me when I just want to hide in the corner. You're not gonna notice me anyways. Why would I be so special? Or I might be stacked up like this. This is me. If I want to come to the very, very end of my rock life, I fractured up into different pieces. So the pieces of me will be scattered across the earth. I will be anywhere, everywhere. But before I depart for my last departure, I would make myself into a tower of rocks. Just to be a little bit playful. Maybe the neighbor's kid would tear me apart and, I don't know, a rock fight with somebody else? Or a round rock like this. Your typical garden rock. Very simple one, yet very, very smooth. And from how smooth this rock is, you know, this is an experienced rock. This rock has run through a lot to be in this smoothness. So smooth. Just like the neighbor's head. Or I curd up. I drown myself into the waters. I blend with the waters. Sometimes being down deep in the waters can be a calming experience. Have you tried it? In a pool? You take a deep breath, you dunk yourself into the water, and dip down in the water. It was so quiet. So quiet. So quiet to a point that it's calming. And then you wonder, just one dunk. Why is the difference? What makes the difference? It was because when you're in the water, it resembles the ancient life. as life comes from water. Or I can turn into this piece of flat rock. No one will notice me anyway, just like girls. A flat rock and girls who are flats, we're the same. No one really pay attention to our existence until we speak, until we reveal our knowledge through our speech. The flat rock or the flat girl may be a treasure to her own. Rock pun. I don't know. Rock puns. Did I make a lot of rock puns today? Did I? After all, a rock has its limitations. Even as hardcore as I can be, what is being a hardcore when there's no one really appreciating what is it being hardcore? Oh, you have seen a few. The flat rocks? The lovely flat rocks. I love being around the flat rocks, you know? They make a very good support. Have you tried to balance like an object on top of a curvy rock? Well, I'm not trying to say a curvy rock is not good. Curvy rock itself is beautiful. But have you tried to balance anything on a curvy rock? It's pretty hard, right? It's pretty hard. But if you try to balance something on a flat rock, it seems rather easy. Or after all, are the flat rock a whole lot more easier? I don't know. Or sharp rock. This one. This is me when I game. I'm full of edge. I run towards my enemy. I run toward all the ghosts that try to scare me. I'm not afraid of them. And look at me, beaming with passion. Look at the color. I look like a flaming rock. I'm powerful. Power in me. I transcend time. And I exert dominance. Yes, dominance. Just look at my color. Don't I resemble dragon's claws? Or some kind of a weapon? Or that armor worn by this character in Final Fantasy. This is me in battle mode. I am strong. I am invincible. I am a rock. But I do have a soft side. Internally, I'm kind of broken in a way. Even though outside, physically, I look strong, but sometimes I do have a fragile heart. My fragile heart. There are a couple spots there, here and there, that I don't even want to look at. You know, each and every one of us, there's a part of us that we try to forget. There's parts that not clear, even when we try to think back, as if we all got a memory loss. Oh yes, memory loss. What was that? Goldfish memories? Goldfish memoirs? It's just like the rock. Look at it, look at it. There's spots all over, as if they're like missing parts of it. This rock must have some goldfish memoirs. How unfortunate. How unfortunate. Strong as it seemed, but broken-hearted. I wish all the best to this kind of rock. I went through so much in my life, hence, this is what I choose to look like now. This is me. This is what I want to reveal to you as. Hello, Senrith, hello. Welcome, Senrith. I am your girlfriend. I am a rock. You can always look back at my thought for this unforgettable, enlightening girlfriend experience. Your rock here. Your one and only rock girlfriend. There's only one rock living rent-free in your mind. And that is me, the Facilia Rock. Look at you. You have been soaking in the water for so long, and your fingers or toes are all wrinkly. Shall we get out of the water? Let's do it. Let's go, let's go. Now we are back to where we started. But did we really go back to where we ever started? Or does this experience has already changed us into something so different entirely? Something so different internally? Can you feel that change in you? And if we are back here, are we going to go on to another journey, just like how we started? Another cycle. If we are going on to another cycle, will it ever end? Will we ever be able to close this loop? There are so many questions here, right? So many questions. Yet, are these questions ever meant to be asked? I know, Rui, you want to go on to another journey. But remember, you have only started this journey in this room not too long ago. You have yet to experience what this room going to offer you before you proceed to the other 999 rooms. Yes, it will not be an ending story. Itself is a never-ending journey, of course. In 1,000 rooms, you are going to go through every single each of them to experience which every single room has to offer to you. And after you make this run, this cycle of 1,000 rooms, you will withdraw and you will be elevated into another room to meet another rock. Or maybe that is the very same rock you have first come to meet. Yes, your rock is always by your side, and even till the day when your physical body no longer exists, it will always be on your mind, in your spirit. You will always see me. I can always find you. Even we are in the other 1,000 rooms. So, my love, this is the journey with the rock. The rock that is so round and so smooth, just like the neighbor's bald head. Bald, but with confidence. Bald, but with knowing. Bald, but with knowledge, with wisdom. We are so smooth, both me, the rock, and the bald head. We reflect the sky, we reflect the light. We become the light. The light is in me. The light is in you. I am in you. And you are in me. Just remember, this is the divine truth. Until then, my love, we shall see again.